What's up, everyone? Axel here of Axetruth.com, and this is where I cut through the bullshit. All video, sound, and music used during this broadcast falls under fair use. Fair use is allowed for the purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. Now we're back to New York City. Gotham, New York City. Gotham City, New York. The crime there is worse as ever been in over 25 years. Probably back when it's probably worse than it was. I think it was at its worst under Mayor Cox or Coach or whatever his name, and now we have Mayor Watermelon Seeds. Mayor Eric Watermelon Seeds Adams, Alphabet Soup, and this man. You know, and I knew they were in trouble. I said, this is nothing but Lori Lightfoot with a dick. I did that video. I need to re-upload that again on this channel because it was on my old channel. I said that about this mayor right here. You know, there have been lots of policies in New York that that was implemented under Bloomberg. Before Bloomberg, there was, I think, Giuliani. And Giuliani cleaned up New York, made it very safe. And then Bloomberg got the residual of that, and then, you know, they had stop and frisk, and people said stop and frisk was racist, but it's not racist when you have the majority of the crime that are committed by people of color, young black men per se, and Hispanic, and they stop and frisk them because they have illegal guns. And it's just, they need to bring that back, you know, but this is liberal policies. Now, no cash bail, and no cash bail. You go in, you commit a crime, you come right back out. You know, it's Gotham City. No one is safe there. And I want to do this video I'm showing two areas that one of them is the gay area. It's called Chelsea. Chelsea, a lot of people move into that area. It has been pretty much safe. That's where the homosexuals, the alphabets, the rainbows, and the Skittles live. A lot of women would move there because they feel safe in a neighborhood with its gay men, and some families and things live over there. And there's some schools there and everything like that. But Chelsea's that's where a lot of gay people move. Then you have Greenwich Village, which is like it's like right next to it. It's like you go up some in Manhattan, and there's Greenwich Village. And the sad part about this is that these taxpayers and the residents in those areas got to hire private security because it's just not enough police. Remember Defund the Police, and that was the thing. They were blaming the police. They're the problem, not the criminal. I don't really feel bad for these people in New York, especially the ones that live in Manhattan, the people that live in Chelsea that are complaining now. You get to see it. It's terrible, but you get what you vote for. You allow this crap to go on, this Black Lives Matter crap, and the police are bad. They're the problem. We need to just have less policing. And now they're clamoring for more police, and they're hiring their own security. But let's get into it. This is what's going on in Chelsea with the drugs. Methamphetamine is crystal meth is a huge problem in this country. It's a big problem in the gay community. A lot of people do crystal meth, and in this area of this Chelsea area, there's a lot of gay people there. They're probably high, strung out on meth, but a lot of other people that are strung out on meth and heroin users and everything. It's lots of violent crime going on in Chelsea. But let's go to this first.
Well, now to a Fox 5 investigation. 2 months in the making, a Manhattan neighborhood terrorized by sex, drugs, and break-ins. And we have video that shows it all. People living in the middle of it say not enough is being done to keep them safe, and they want out.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers with the exclusive video that will have a lot of people talking tomorrow.
This is 8th Avenue in Chelsea, a neighborhood known for its chic condos, great restaurants, and tolerant community. But now a part of it is being overrun by drug dealers and drug users, and residents here are paying the price. In this exclusive video obtained by Fox 5 News, you see a person injecting a syringe into their arm in a basement laundry room. In yet another video obtained exclusively by Fox 5, you see another person sitting casually smoking what police tell us is probably crystal meth. These are not isolated incidents. People living here on West 21st Street between 8th and 9th Avenues are trying to cope with an influx of drug addicts who have turned their once lovely neighborhood into a 24-hour drug and sex den. It's become the go-to destination for dealers and users. The drug of choice, crystal methamphetamine. To make matters even worse, all of this is happening in front of a school. Fox 5 was first there in June at PS 11, where parents tell us their children have seen way too much nudity, sex acts, drug use, and threatening behavior.
Nudity, drug use, sex acts in public. And those are the Skittles. Those are the rainbow people. Sex acts outside in their skin. I don't know why any family would move to this area. I mean, do they not know that's where the rainbow and the Skittles group live? And a lot of them don't have any kind of morals. They would have sex outside and anywhere. I mean, ugh.
Parents picking them up from school, it's like a walk through Dante's Inferno.
We have people going around the block for the past 3 years, you know, taking drugs, having sex in the basements, break-ins, different type of intrusions. But basically we feel like the area is not safe for our kids.
And what's worse is that it's not just at night. During the day you see them sitting over here shooting up, smoking. I find pipes, I find needles in the street. These little kids are playing right here.
Residents and police tell us the construction scaffolding on much of West 21st Street and around the corner on 8th Avenue provides a perfect cover for illegal activity. They tell us after buying their heroin, crack, and crystal methamphetamine, users then walk down West 21st Street looking for a place to get high, just like this person appeared to do right in front of our cameras.
You've lived here how long?
7 years.
Have you ever seen it like this?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. Devin's never seen it like that. And sadly, I don't see an end in sight. I don't see how do you rectify this problem unless you lock these people up. They don't have the room. The jails are overcrowded. It is a cesspool there in Gotham City, New York. And here we have, now this is terrible right here. This is a high school student. He was on lunch. He was on his lunch break and he was eating his lunch and he was hit in the face with a brick by a black man. And it's terrible because, they always say these people are mentally ill as if mentally ill is an excuse to do these type of things. I feel sorry for this young man because, he's eating lunch on his lunch break and he gets hit with a brick.
Police are looking for the man who knocked out a high school student with a brick. It happened in Chelsea. The student tells CBS 2's Alice Gaynor he was sitting on some steps eating lunch and has no memory of what happened.
So this is where the broken orbital is, and the broken sinus. Laceration outside and inside the lip.
Ethan Maddie has no recollection of being knocked unconscious.
It kind of all happened and I woke up in the hospital.
Police say the man seen in this video picked up a brick from the ground and unprovoked hit Maddie in the face around 11:30 Monday morning. Then he fled. Someone saw and called 911. The 18-year-old says he was sitting on these steps at 20th and 10th eating lunch on a break from school.
I was alone. This is the one day I went to lunch alone. It's normally a peaceful area, just something you wouldn't expect around there.
His mother was at work when police called her. She says when she arrived at the hospital, he was awake but was asking the same question over and over.
I was really, really afraid, that he had brain damage or something like that. But thank goodness by the next day, his memory was a lot better.
Ethan had some brain bleeding, but they say his prognosis is good.
Even though I feel pretty safe walking around Chelsea, I do want to see more police presence. There is so many people with mental health that are not getting the help that they need.
She's urging other students to stay in groups. Both say stay alert. In Chelsea, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
She had to be a liberal. You know, I feel pretty safe in Chelsea. What did we just hear about Chelsea? I feel pretty safe in Chelsea. You know, so many people with mental illness. They need to get some help. These people. But when I tell you, these liberals, well, keep it up. You know, there's her sympathy for that. You know, the person who just hit your son for no reason. And she was afraid he could have brain damage or something. He could have. What if it would have killed him? And that's a possibility. It could have. But Chelsea, the residents there are hiring private security. They're trying to hire private security because the New York Police Department is not. They don't have enough people on the New York Police Department to patrol any areas or anything to do. It's defund the police. Defund the police and hire private security. If your neighborhood if you can get the money. I'm going to show you this one, and we're going to go to Greenwich Village next and show you where it costs $18,000 for 1 month for private security.
Some people living in Chelsea say drug use on their streets is so bad they are in the process of hiring private security. Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson. The residents say that it is happening out in the open at all hours, and it is leading to more crime.
Tonight they tell CBS 2's Lisa Rosner their cries for help to the city are going unanswered.
A photo taken this week shows drug paraphernalia a prominent part of the litter on 22nd Street and 9th Avenue. Images and videos shared with us, including this past Sunday, show people trespassing residential properties on West 20th and 21st Streets between 8th and 9th Avenues to do drugs. And sadly, police arrested someone with a substance abuse problem who caused these bruises to 84-year-old Merle Lister Levine, snatching her bag on 8th Avenue the afternoon of July 5th, causing her to fall.
I was terrified. And I have my walker. The bag usually is tied here. He took this bag. I panicked. When I go, I'm terrified now.
Some residents and business owners we spoke with say since the pandemic, they've become terrified too. And in the heart of the alleged activity is PS11, an elementary school.
I personally have witnessed someone masturbating under the scaffolding at 3 o'clock, right around the time this kid's let out. Is horrible. One person was wielding 2 metal pipes. Someone was actively have a crack pipe, smoking a white substance.
I lived here all my life. I live on the avenue. I can see after 11, 12 o'clock, this is a freaking 3-ring circus.
NYPD stats show crime complaints in the 10th precinct are up 38% year-to-date from 2021. Grand larceny has increased 50%, but narcotics arrests are up 36%. The commanding officer says just yesterday, 2 people were arrested while using drugs in the open near scaffolding sites on these blocks.
Crystal meth is a big issue in this area. Some of the challenges that we're dealing with is, for example, today, a recidivist, a narcotics recidivist was arrested. And the way a lot of the laws are set up is this individual was in and out of the station house in the period of a couple of hours.
These people come in here for a lot of store sell drugs. 1 year ago, these people break my window. Some people come and stay here, it's still soda.
One business owner didn't want to show her face.
Sometimes I have to lock the door, and when customers come, they knock on the door because I'm scared.
The commanding officer says he feels the frustration and calls it a crisis. So does Councilman Eric Botcher. What have you been trying to do?
The city of New York is failing our most vulnerable New Yorkers. The average work.
I had to come in here right here when we get to this alphabet, rainbow, Skittles, Democrat, white, hunky liberal. You know, this is your policies. And now this, you know, and just listen to them. You know, this is their shit. You created this. You know, look at them. Just, it's disgusting. I can't stand these liberals. I mean, it's their policies, but these people, you vote for these people. You're okay with this crap. You know, you have a president that ran on law and order, and they think that's some kind of racist thing because you want law and order, and New York has no law and order. But let's get back to that rainbow Democrat here.
Is it a crisis? So does Councilman Eric Botcher. What have you been trying to do?
The city of New York is failing our most vulnerable New Yorkers. The outreach workers are out on the street, but there's not nearly enough of them.
We asked the Department of Social Services how often it sends social workers and when was the last time. A spokesperson
the social workers. And they say this shit with a straight face on TV. You know what you gonna send social workers out there to talk to a bunch of strung out, drug addict, crazily, mentally ill people, and what are they gonna do? How much do social workers get paid? If I was a social worker, you call me to go out there to deal in that jungle? That's not what I do. Oh no. See? Look at this crap. I mean, did you call a social worker? I mean, oh my God. This is just, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts here. You would think you can't make this shit up. But this is liberalism. Liberalism is a mental disorder. It's crazy. But this is what they vote for. And people like this, you know, they sent some social workers.
There's not nearly enough of them.
We asked the Department of Social Services how often it sends social workers and when was the last time. A spokesperson did not get back to us by our deadline.
It's dangerous, and I feel like that it's in order for anything to get done, something very tragic is going to have to happen.
She says she sometimes sees police vehicles, but rarely foot patrols. This resident says his building is investing in larger fencing with sharp edges at the top to prevent people from using the property as a bathroom and break-ins.
The fact that we have to hire private security on top of everything else means the system is absolutely broken. I'm a grown man and I walk around pepper spray around here.
The precinct commander says overnight Saturday, foot patrols will address quality of life issues. In Chelsea, Lisa Rosner.
I'm a grown man. I got some pepper spray. Good luck with that. I feel so bad for people who don't see, who are not for this defund the police type of crap, and they're not for any of that. They know that this crime needs to be, these people need to be arrested. They need to be jailed, caged. I don't care. They don't need to be out on the street around and civilized. They're not civilized. I don't care if you're mentally ill. We go, because when I was a progressive, that was one of the things. We're putting people in prison who have mental illness. A mentally ill person just bashed someone in the head with a brick. A mentally ill person just pushed someone in front of a subway and killed them. So we have to handle them with kid gloves. They don't need to go to prison. Let the prisons deal. They don't have mental institutions. But here's in Greenwich Village, a few blocks going up a few blocks north of Chelsea. They're hiring private security.
Neighbors along one block in Greenwich Village say enough is enough when it comes to drugs, loitering, and other crimes. Stephanie Bertini shows us how they've taken security into their own hands.
West 4th between MacDougal and 6th Avenue. People who live in this section of Greenwich Village say between drugs, panhandling, loitering, and other crimes, things are out of hand.
Robberies, yeah. A lot of violence, too.
The drug problem is pretty blatant.
The owner of Washington Square Diner, a family business, didn't want to go on camera but told Fox 5 News this is the worst it's been in 21 years when it comes to crime. One of his regulars not only agrees, but specifies the pandemic made things worse.
A lot of muggings, people just
don't know what to do with this. So
The owner of the Washington Square Diner confirmed with Fox 5 News that he contributed $250 toward an $18,000 bill that got the area 2 private security officers for the month of August, who worked various hours. The initiative was spearheaded by an organization formed out of outrage toward the crime called the West 4th Max 6th Block Association. The man who started it all said in a statement, "When our security guards were present, it did seem much safer, and there was a sense of calm when they were walking the street. But the moment they went off duty, the deluge of lawlessness returned instantly." And the data supports the concerns. NYPD statistics show overall crime is up in the area more than 80% this year so far. We asked security expert Darren Porcher, formerly with the NYPD, to weigh in.
Armed guards is nothing new in the city of New York. This begs the question as to what are we going to do based on the sentiment of public safety.
While many people who live around here say the situation is affecting quality of life.
I've never seen it like that.
I actually don't agree with that. Stephanie Bertini.
Now I don't know what that what she didn't agree with. The other guy said he'd never seen it like that. They said in over 21 years. When Giuliani took over, crime was really bad, and he had to clean it up. Giuliani was mayor in 1998, 99, and that's when he started to clean up the city, and he did it. He did a really good job. I went to New York a lot between 2003 and 2011, 2010. And it was, I was very, walked around Manhattan and didn't have a care in the world. And didn't think about, I didn't think I would get mugged or assaulted or anything. It wasn't like that. I saw students up by NYU outside doing study sessions, laying on the sidewalk, just basically all out there in a circle doing like homework. That's how at 12, 1 in the morning. They didn't, would they do that now? No. Gotham City, New York. Defund the police. Now they need more police. They don't have enough, so they have to hire private security. Taxpayers paying for private security. $18,000 for 1 month. And when the security's gone, the crime comes back. You can't have enough police to patrol every area, have foot patrol in every area. You just cannot. I don't know what they're going to have to do up there. They may have to do the same thing that's going to have to be done in Chicago, Chirac. Bring in the National Guard. Bring in it's going to have to do that. That's where it's going to have to go in order to settle down these criminals who have just basically emboldened themselves. They know he said the recidivism is they go in there in about 2 hours, they're back on the street. What's the point of even taking them in there? What's the point of that? Nothing comes of that. They go back out, commit crime again. Nobody is safe in New York City. Nobody. Pray for the people up there in New York City. Join me tonight at 9 p.m. for the Power of the Living Word. With me at 9 p.m. It'll be on all platforms except YouTube. So if you go to my website, Axetruth.com, you can find out all the platforms that I stream on, or you can watch it there on the website there when I'm live. But I do not. Oh no, I'm gonna be live on YouTube. I'm sorry, I will be live on YouTube for that. So, Power of the Living Word tonight, it will be on YouTube, where we do our Bible study tonight. Good night, everyone. Have a good day today, everyone. Put your comments below. Tell me what you think about New York and them hiring private security. The residents having to do something like that. That's what they have to resort to. Taxpayers. And the system is broken. And how do you fix it? You have to be hard on crime, not soft on crime like the liberal agenda is. To be soft on crime and have no cash bail. Good night. Have a good day, everyone. Be blessed.
News.